You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. John C. Maxwell, habits are the invisible architects of our destiny, but most of us sleepwalk through life, blind to their power. In this video, we'll pull back the curtain and reveal the secrets to mastering your habits, unlocking your true potential, and living the extraordinary life you deserve. When it comes to understanding habits and why they're so powerful, we need to look at what's happening inside our brains. You see, habits aren't just random behaviors we mindlessly repeat. There's an intricate neuroscience behind how they're formed and reinforced. At the core, habits arise from neural pathways that get etched into our brains through repetition. Every time you perform an action, like brushing your teeth or checking your phone first thing in the morning, it creates a specific pattern of neural firing and connection in your brain. The more you repeat that behavior, the deeper those pathways get carved, making it easier and more automatic over time. But there's more to it than just pathways. Habits also tap into our brain's built-in reward system driven by dopamine, one of the major neurotransmitters involved in motivation, pleasure, and addiction. When we get a rewarding outcome from a behavior, like the validation of new likes and comments when we impulsively check social media, our brain bathes in dopamine, reinforcing that neural pathway and making us crave repeating that experience. This reward cycle is what creates the cue craving response reward loop that characterizes any habit. It starts with a cue or trigger, like feeling bored or restless. This leads to a craving for stimulation and connection. Your brain's automatic response is to grab your phone and scroll through apps and feeds, which delivers the rewarding dopamine hit you were seeking. And just like that, the loop is completed, imprinting the boredom leads to mindless phone use habit a little deeper into your brain. Now, this all might sound a bit deterministic, like our habits are simply hardwired neural programs over which we have no control. But that's not the full picture. Apparently, habits require very little conscious effort precisely because they utilize unconscious brain processes. But our willpower, that finite supply of conscious self-control, is what allows us to interrupt patterns and install new habits. Like, for example, a Harvard study followed people with compulsive phone-checking habits driven by the cue craving response reward loop. Cues like notification buzzes triggered cravings for distraction, prompting them to reflexively pull out their phones for rewarding dopamine hits. However, those guided to use willpower to disrupt this habit loop by consciously avoiding phone checking and doing alternate behaviors like chatting with friends, taking a walk were able to weaken those neural pathways over time and form healthier habits instead. The results showed significantly reduced phone usage, highlighting how we can rewire our brains through mindful habit interventions. Now, equipping yourself with a framework for habit mastery is one thing, but putting it into action is what truly matters. That's where the powerful 7 pillars of habit formation, as outlined by Neil Cooper, come in. The first pillar is about getting crystal clear on the specific habit you want to install and why. Because habits are behavioral software for the brain, you need precise code. Vague goals like get healthier won't cut it. You need a clearly defined habit like do 30 minutes of exercise before work each morning. But just as crucial is the why behind your habit. When you have a powerful, motivating purpose, it's easier to stick to the plan during inevitable stumbles. Maybe your why is feeling more energetic throughout the day or being a present parent who can run around with your kids. Even with clarity, you won't get far if you don't cultivate an unshakable belief in your ability to actually make the habit stick. The mind is a powerful thing. Self-doubt and disempowering beliefs act like viruses, undermining your habit program from the start. On the flip side, nurturing a positive, confident mindset turbocharged by affirmations and visualizations can be a game changer. Because when you deeply believe you're capable of and deserving of instilling a positive habit, you're far more likely to follow through consistently. This pillar is about tying your desired habit into your core identity and values. Because habits form the very fabric of who you are as a person. If daily exercise is just something you have to do, it'll inevitably fall by the wayside amid life's distractions. But if that morning workout routine becomes inextricably linked to how you define yourself as a disciplined, high-performing individual, it sticks for life. So get clear on your core identity motivations behind the habit you're pursuing. Lean into the person you're becoming through this journey. Envision yourself having that fit body through a vision board. It's powerful fuel for habit sustainability. This pillar is about developing a specific, realistic game plan for installing your new routine. When do you schedule it? How will you structure the steps? What roadblocks can you anticipate and plan to navigate? Having this strategic blueprint avoids flying blind and increases the likelihood of your habit sticking long-term. It also helps account for inevitable challenges instead of abandoning the plan at the first sign of turbulence. They say you're the product of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Well, your habits are very much shaped by the environments and triggers around you too. This pillar is about consciously designing your surroundings to support and reinforce your desired behaviors. For instance, if you want to read more books, put them prominently next to your favorite chair. If you're trying to drink more water, keep a large pretty bottle on your desk at all times. Remove temptations that trigger old patterns, like apps and junk foods. We're wired to crave and be motivated by pleasurable rewards. That's why habits around things like social media, video games, and unhealthy foods can be so sticky. The neurological reward hits keep us hooked. This pillar leverages that same principle in a positive direction. Maybe you treat yourself to a small indulgence after a week of consistent exercise, or that morning coffee only happens after your journaling habit, or you gamify habits by giving yourself points and levels to unlock. Any way to consciously reinforce and reward the behavior imprints it deeper. You're hacking the habit loop by ensuring your brain gets that delicious dopamine hit it craves for exhibiting the new routine. As powerful as the first 6 pillars are, lasting habit change happens best within a supportive community. That's because our behavior is constantly shaped by those around us, whether we realize it or not. This pillar emphasizes surrounding yourself with positive influences, an encouraging friend who holds you accountable, an online group where people share struggles and wins, even just having a partner, parent, or mentor you check in with regularly. When others are cheering your desired habits on, it's that much easier to persist through the inevitable dips in motivation and willpower. There you have it, the way to unlock your true potential through habits. Start using these tips today to transform your life. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.